Okay, hey guys, so we're going to shoot this quick video. I'm here with Lewis, one of our head coaches at LPT Kettering, and we've just been discussing the 6-week challenge and how it works and the typical kind of experience people have gone through. And we just thought it would be quite cool just to shoot a quick off-the-cuff video. I'm going to ask Lewis a couple of questions, have a bit of a conversation about the experiences. I mean, we've been running this challenge now for just under 12 months, and we have seen some absolutely amazing, phenomenal results. And so it's a really good time, like we always recommend to people, to reflect on why that was and what works really well. So I'm going to put that question to Lewis right now. So what is it you feel, Lewis, has kind of made it work so well with people?
I think it's having a goal at the same time, having that goal in place. A lot of the time when people just go to gyms, they just kind of go to improve their overall health or fitness, but they don't go into specifics, which is important here in that we go into those specifics to be able to set those goals, because once you set yourself a goal, you've set yourself a track that you follow to be able to achieve whatever you've set for yourself, which I think is key to any kind of progress. Because otherwise, if you don't set that goal, you don't set that track, you're running blind and you're not really going to know where you're going and you're not really going to get much results from it. So I feel that's worked.
That's awesome, yeah, I think that's a great answer actually, like specific goals, so you've got focus is key. Like if you're watching this and you've tried the gym or you've tried diets before but you've never really had a specific goal, the chances are you probably haven't seen the results that you've wanted. And also, so obviously like, accountability to achieving it is really important as well. How important do you think that's been for people that have achieved such good results?
Well, I'd say it's one of the most important things really. Accountability is, it's just, it helps you again, it helps you to stay on track, because if you don't have that accountability, you can't stay in line. Whereas if you have accountability, you might find yourself down different paths a lot of the time. That's what I find when it comes to most people in that area in particular.
Yeah. And like one of the worries a lot of people have about starting is that they're not going to be able to keep up, or they're not going to be able to, they're not going to be fit enough. Yeah. Or obviously we know that's the main reason to jump on board, is because we're a personal training company and we're not just like random gym classes. We're able to actually progress the training for people, and we've had quite a few injuries that we've had to like work around, and people who have had different, and everyone's different, aren't they? Everyone's super different with their needs and...
Oh yeah, well I think that's also something that's a positive, is the fact that we can make those adaptations for people with injuries, because a lot of the time you say you could go into a gym with a spin class, or you could go whatever, maybe a circuit. Now a lot of the time these places won't necessarily give like, the perfect adaptations for you. A lot of time we can tell by a movement screen what is best for you to still be able to achieve results in the best way that you can personally. And that's the point of personal training. You know, there's training and there's personal training. That's the difference. We're making it personal to you, not to everybody else. You know, that's the difference. Even though it is a class environment, we still make it individual in that we can give those right correctives for you, depending if, say, you've got a knee injury, we'd give an adaptation that can avoid, let's say, impact or anything like that, puts a lot of pressure on your knee. So yeah, I think that's...
And I guess just on one last point, I guess one worry a lot of people have is the diet is going to be like really restrictive and really hard to stick to and really kind of scary. So obviously one of the things that we do is we work on a habit format, particularly for the first few weeks, where we're just dialing down like the basic habits. Do you think most people kind of get the misconception that they think it's going to be like really hard and they're going to have to like, there's going to be loads of foods they can't eat and we're going to be, you know...
Yeah, I mean a lot of the time people, when they think of diet, they think, oh, I'm going to have to go out and buy things I don't actually know the name of. Where actually no, the point is that it's always there, but the diet that we offer, it's not necessarily a diet, it's more guidance, leading you again like a track, it's leading you down the right path. Like it's always been there, you know, it's almost like putting on some glasses so that you can see certain things a bit more clearer. That's how we do it, which more, let's say, opening people's eyes to the fact that it's always been there, it's just noticing that it's there, you know, that's the key really. rather than saying, go and try that you've never heard of before. Now, that's the biggest thing you see when it comes to diets. People aren't actually sure.
And the biggest problem with being on a diet is, I always say, is by default, you're basically saying that you're then at some point going to be off the diet. And so we'd rather, we try our best to never even use the word diet, quite honestly. We just want to achieve better daily habits so that you don't have to be on a diet every day. You can just enjoy your food, but obviously have the self-awareness and of the right habits that are going to allow you to still enjoy the nicer things in life, a bit of chocolate now and again, maybe the odd drink, but be able to do it in a way that you can still get results. And like people like, Alan Dawes, our biggest loser at the moment, he's on path for a 50 kilo weight loss, and he admittedly still, has a bit of a cheat weekend now and again where he enjoys some of his things that some of his foods or drinks that he likes to enjoy, but he has managed to use our principles and our adaptations to actually allow for it, and that's in the dieting world, it's called flexible dieting, but we just call it good habits.
I think it's practical as well. That's the thing, practical.
Yeah.
A lot of time people say, the diet is impractical for me, it's not practical for my job, it's not practical for this and this and this. But the point is that this is practical because it's the basic foods, it's knowing what you're eating. That's key. And you say it's not necessarily you must follow this at this time and this at this time. It must be specific to this amount of grams of this amount of food. It's literally based off principles, so it is more practical for people to use in their day-to-day life.
Okay, and then just the last one, because obviously we cover mindset quite a lot. What would you say to anyone that their biggest struggle isn't maybe the fitness or the nutrition, it's that they're sort of lacking, or they're telling themselves that they're lacking willpower, motivation? What?
Mindset, there's a lot of things to go when it comes to mindset, but mindset really, I think the big thing is that first step here, that is the hardest bit, that first step to come to the gym. Once
come to the consultation.
Come to consultation. Yeah. That's a big step you've taken. So once you've done that, that's the biggest and hardest step out of the way. And then from there, when you do come to classes, you'll find the more you actually do it, you will get motivation once you see yourself improving. Now that's one big area that I find when I was speaking to clients. The thing that motivates them is when they see that they did better than they did last week, or they did better than they did 2 weeks ago. Not necessarily always by what it says on the scale, but by their performance. Like let's say
lifestyle performance.
Well, yeah, exactly. So they were, 1 week they were doing 5 push-ups, 2 weeks they did 10. That's an improvement, and that is a positive. It's getting people to change their perspective as well. Because a lot of times, some people can be like, oh, it's only 5, because that guy down there can do 50. But that's not what it's about. It's about what you can personally do, and that's a positive. If it's 1 extra, that's still a positive. And it's just changing the way of thinking, and that really has a big impact, not just on what happens in the gym, but actually in your entire life. If you change the way you look at things, just slight little adjustments can make the biggest difference.
Yeah, and we've seen some massive, some of the biggest transformations, obviously we've seen them in the body, but we've seen them in people's minds, isn't it? Like they've really just completely come out themselves, their confidence, and how they've overcome certain things in their life. So if you're interested in learning a bit more about how we do this, and you want to get involved, like Lewis said, the biggest step you can make is just come along to one of our consultations. They run for about 30-40 minutes, and we basically just go through how we do the training, how we work on the mindset, how we work on the nutrition, how we measure the whole process, and we even show you how you're even able to get all of this for free. We've actually created a challenge where you can actually get the whole thing for free as well, which we've actually given away about £30,000 in free challenges so far just this year. So yeah, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.